conquering Elsa, killing the Sword Saint, toppling a kingdom, all to put the girl he loved on the throne. This is Subaru on the Pride route. The story splits back in the alley where Subaru first arrived in this world. Here, no cry for help brought the Sword Saint. 3 street thugs butchered him 87 times. On the 88th return by death, his mind already warping, he killed all 3 with just a tree branch. But what came next was even deeper despair. Facing Elsa, the Bowel Hunter, no matter how he struggled, her strength was absolute. This was a monster he couldn't beat in 10,000 loops. The moment he sank into despair, Reinhard, the perfect knight, made his entrance. With a single strike, the Sword Saint cut Elsa down, killing her outright. That slash saved Subaru's life, but it shattered his soul completely. He looked at the radiant, perfect knight, then back at himself, still floundering after countless loops. All his effort had been one colossal joke. In an instant, his crushing inferiority twisted into insane pride. Out of spite, he found the dying Elsa in the rubble and saved her. From this moment on, the kind-hearted boy was dead. A monster who took Elsa and the beast tamer Melee under his command was born. To put Emilia on the throne, every obstacle had to be swept away. His first step, wipe out the witch cult. With his own thick miasma, he slipped inside with ease. To crack Sloth's unseen hands, he spent 4 years and over 400 deaths learning every detail of his authority. In the end, with Melee, he slaughtered the Sloth faction himself, funneling every bit of credit, through Roswell, into Emilia's name. Meanwhile, the Crush camp refused to be outdone and launched a campaign to slay the White Whale. But robbed of Subaru's intel, they were wiped out. Crush's very existence was erased from the world. Her first knight Ferris, having lost too many dear friends and memories, broke down completely. Just as Ferris was about to take his own life, Subaru appeared like a savior. With the gentlest words and forged memories, he completely brainwashed this top-tier healing mage. Before long, the puppet proved its worth. As Julius's close friend, Ferris slipped poison into his wine. Without spilling a drop of blood, Subaru poisoned Anastasia's first knight. Another camp was off the board. Against the Sin Archbishops, Pride Route Subaru showed extreme cruelty. Against Regulus, he didn't borrow the Sword Saint's power. He struck the heart, turning Regulus's tormented wives against him. When the wives willingly chose death, Greed's invincible authority instantly collapsed. What awaited Regulus was Elsa's most exquisite, artistic judgment. From toe to ankle to knee, she carved this lofty archbishop apart, layer by layer, like fillets of meat. Before he realized it, he was a limbless wreck, barely human. Even so, Subaru refused him a quick end, and threw him into a low-burning fire for an entire night. His agonized screams became a snapshot of how every Sin Archbishop was hunted down, one by one. And all the glory still went to Emilia. Only the last and most hopeless mountain remained, the kingdom's guardian, the Sword Saint, Reinhard. Subaru knew better than anyone. Even in 10,000 loops, he couldn't touch a single hair on the Sword Saint. If he couldn't kill the hero's body, he would destroy the hero's faith. Subaru set his final death trap in motion. A towering inferno swallowed the royal capital of Lagunica. Right before Reinhardt's eyes, he slaughtered civilians and turned everything the Sword Saint had sworn to protect into ash. And in the final battle, retribution arrived. Melee, the pawn he had used, threw herself in to protect him. She took the Sword Saint's fatal blow head-on. His return by death save point landed exactly 1 second after Melee died. In hundreds of loops, this was the one loss he could never undo. With both hands soaked in blood, he had no road left to retreat. Facing Reinhard, hating another person to the core for the first time in his life, Subaru broke into deranged laughter. He laid bare the truth. His hundreds of deaths had all been to prove the Sword Saint could protect nothing. Reinhardt's faith collapsed completely, leaving him a soulless, hollow shell. With every obstacle cleared, only Subaru remained, dragging his broken body through the ruined capital. Now at last, the one he had given everything for arrived. Emilia, come to slay this world-ending Devil King. Facing her shocked, bewildered questions, Subaru's eyes were perfectly calm. He offered not a single word of defense. He only said, softly, "This is the only way to put you on the throne." He spread his arms and rushed straight at the girl he loved, with the very last of his strength. "I am the witch cult Sin Archbishop of Pride, the man who burned the world, toppled the kingdom, slew the hero, and in the end was struck down by your own hand." In overwhelming panic and grief, Emilia unleashed her magic. A sharp spike of ice pierced Subaru's chest. Gazing at the boy who had become a demon for her sake, now smiling as he closed his eyes, Emilia broke down and wept. Subaru's consciousness sank calmly into the shadow realm beyond death. Facing the call of the Witch of Envy, this time he no longer resisted. He embraced this fate, twisted to its absolute limit. Hundreds of agonizing deaths traded for intel. A kingdom's ruin to break the Sword Saint. His own life as the perfect stepping stone on the girl's path to the throne. This is the Pride Route, a mortal's obsession burned to its absolute extreme. Even so, there is no happy ending, no redemption. Only a spine-chilling, yet hauntingly beautiful, dark elegy.